So let's say if we want to do what we did before to loop over multiple files. Let's do a script reading 01 data small. This is the same data set, but just with a lot less number. This is one data set, and if we do ls data small, we have 3 different files. A way to loop over multiple files is to specify this file on the command line, and let's cp reading01.r into a file called reading02.r and edit this file. So for this, after you read in the argument, what we actually want is for file name in arguments, assuming that we have multiple arguments, multiple file name within argument list. We actually don't need that. So for each file name within this argument, we do the same thing. We read the data, we do the mean per person, and we cat the mean per person. So actually we can add one more line here. Just do print cat file name do print file name. So if I run the script reading02.r and I put in additional parameter after the first file, I actually have the data and the file name for each argument being printed out over that for loop. So the first iteration of the for loop get this file name and print out value, and then the second iteration of the for loop go and grab the second element within the argument list and print out the result. That is actually the extent that I would want to cover. The rest of the material from the software carpentry GitHub, which you can find from the link on the Etherpad. If you look at this link on the Etherpad and go to the place where we have used most of the material this morning, the part on the command line argument start to become a little bit disjointed with what was taught before. I don't think they have developed this very well comparing to the first up until then. So feel free to start following it on your own, but I don't think that I will be covering this. So let's go back. So if you go to that link, this is where you will be. We have gone up until about halfway through a topic 5 command lines program. The best practices in writing R code, this is relatively useful. You can just following it and do it on your own, the remaining 3. 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, and 8. How to do best practices, dynamic report, and making packages within R. So with that, I think that should be it for our session. Again, go and play with R and play with Palmetto, and if you have any question, just come find us.